Before the video starts, I just want to let you guys know beforehand, obviously there will be discussions of cults and cult behavior in this video, plus mentions of animal abuse and self-harm, so please be aware if you're sensitive to that stuff. So I usually don't care about stuff that happens on TikTok. It's an entirely different world for me. I only use it to look at edits, but I mean that so loosely. I would rather shit in my hands and clap than ever actually use TikTok. But I recently saw something that jump scared me. So just a little over 4 days ago at the time of me making the script, a user by the name of Gigi Jarvis started a fun, lovely series called Starting a Cult Day 1. And that immediately blew up and no one thought it was weird. People actually joined it, quote unquote. Okay, so let's get one thing straight. This isn't an actual cult, obviously. Like, this isn't Charles Manson, Jamestown, Heaven's Gate level stuff. It's just people on TikTok being people on TikTok. But after Gigi Jarvis's platform grew, more people began to post about this cult. More specifically, there were people talking about other people posting about carving the cult symbol into their skin and claiming that there were people sacrificing their pets. There wasn't any actual proof of any of this stuff being real, and later these videos were debunked and proven to be fake, or bait. But the issue is with how Gigi initially addressed the issue. The entire cult's thing was that Gigi would interact with the comments, having them post funny memes or whatever, and whoever had the funniest pic would have their profile picture taken by Gigi and she would become them, okay? Whatever that means. She would just interact with the comments in general, replying to comments and even letting the commenters pick out a name and symbol for the cult. And the issue is, while she was doing this, people in her comments were bringing up these really valid concerns about how tone deaf it was to use the word cult in such a light-hearted manner, and later concerns about the previously mentioned posts of self-harm and animal abuse. Now, knowing that Gigi was reading the comments, she could have clearly seen these, and it's not like these comments were hidden, so what was her response?
Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here as my actual self and be transparent as I can about everything going on because it's insane. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking me like, what exactly are we and what are our goals moving forward? And I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. But to start it all off, we're on day 5. We're on day 5 and we have nearly 150,000 people, which is insane. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but 6 days ago, I was a nobody. I'm not some influencer that came on here and I was like, guys, literally join my cult. No, I put my dog down, had my birthday, and was just like, I feel crazy, I'm gonna post something crazy. And then all of a sudden, a lot of you came to me and was just like, I'm down to be a part of something. And that's when it hit me. I was like, this can be something amazing. This could be something really great. And for me, my goals with Children of the Waning Star currently is I want us to create an inclusive community that thrives off kindness. I know that is such a cornball thing to say, and I know it's ironic, especially calling it a cult. But my friends told me like, hey, you should monetize this. You should make subscriptions. You should. I've heard people say make initiations, but no, I personally don't want that. If you want to be a part of this, I want you here. I want you here, and that's enough. You know, I know a lot of people have been like DMing me on Instagram. They're like, hey, like, what can I do to prove that I'm worthy of? You're enough. You're enough. I promise you. And I want to make a group of people that can showcase to you that like you matter. And I want to implement, and I've been trying to implement this, but a voting system. I like the idea that I can ask a question like, what do we think about this? And y'all get to tell me what you think. I love scrolling through that stuff. And it's so kind. It's so awesome to see that like, I'm used to trolls. I'm used to hate accounts, you know, like, and I'll look at someone's response to like, I think this idea in the comment section is all just people responding to them being like, I like it too, like, this is awesome. And it's like, wow, people have a place, a third party place where they can be heard and accepted for who they are, their ideas, their creativity. And wow, how beautiful is that? That's crazy. And like I said, I was a nobody a few days ago. And I mean, I know I said I was an anime TikToker, but like, I only had the viral Levi and like Alvin ship. Like, I wasn't a big account. This is the biggest platform I've ever been a part of. And with that, I know that there's responsibilities, and we're on day 5, and I know it's a lot to ask, like, guys, be patient with me, but like, genuinely, I feel like a good relationship, it can't be me coming to you being like, my brother has Down syndrome and autism, I do nonprofits for a living, like, I can't just info dump on you, because then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, okay, it's performative, you know, and I guess I'm asking to be given a little grace during this time, because I know in my heart, I have good intentions, and anything I do, I am trying to do, like, for, I don't know, like, you, and, I know that, like, being called a cult was not the best. There's definitely other names to call this, but now that because of using a clickbait word, we have developed this into a platform, a cultural movement. The engagement is so high. I would love to give back in a sense that I'm posting resources about like what is a cult, like how to navigate that. Also, I would love to do mental health. I would love to showcase like things that could help the members of this. And while like also like I don't know if this has been noticed or anything, but anyone that creates any kind of art, I try so hard to repost it. I want to showcase like what you have done, the energy, the skill, the time you have put forward to like helping cultivate this. This is amazing. That is amazing. And then it's even more beautiful to see that I will repost something, and then a lot of people with the emoji will go in and like comment the kindest things on that person's post. Like, wow, it's genuinely an honor to have been chosen by you guys to help be a part of something this big. Sorry, I'm like, but yeah, and I know people have been asking about like, you know, like what can I prove? What can I do to like be bigger in this community? Is there roles I can take on? No, like genuinely, this is also a cornball thing to say, but I think kindness, it comes back in like threefold or whatever. But like, I can tell if you're a part of the group because I stalk you guys. I stalk you guys and I read the comments, and it's so nice to see that like, I don't know, when we were choosing the emojis, a lot of people struggled with like how to choose the emoji, and other people were in the comment sections being like, hey, this is how you do it. This is how, like, that is amazing to have a community of people. I know you guys are trying to make something amazing because of how you treat the people around you. And it's like, oh, sorry, I'm like emotional. But yeah, and I know it's a lot to ask to be like, hey, I'm a nobody. And I know I say a lot of out-of-pocket things to get the attention of people. And I know it's probably not the best hill to die on, but I genuinely think that like, this is like so much bigger than me. I know it's not about me. I know I get edits, but like genuinely, if it was ever about me, then I would have probably had a following before this. But yeah, I want to give back as best as I can. I want to showcase you guys. I want to have resources here. I want to create like a community. And I know it's a lot to ask for you guys to trust that like I can help guide this in a direction. And that the intentions are good, especially with the irony of everything. But yeah, I would love to be able to grow with you guys. And I know it's like, it's a big ask. And also like, if what I say and do, like, I'm not racist, I'm not homophobic, I'm not any of that. Literally one of my biggest morals is to make sure I never do something intentionally to hurt another person. And if I do, I am trying my best to learn how I can make things right. And yeah, I don't know, I'm new to this and I do things differently. I don't want conventions. I want to host like huge events where we all hang out. Like, I know I'm not the normal candidate for things like this, but I think we can create something way bigger. I think this can be something really beautiful. Oh, sorry, I feel like I'm rambling, but yeah, if my methods to achieve, you know, pushing this to be something big, if it's not like your cup of tea, it's okay. Like, I'm not most people's cup of tea. I do things very, like, I never follow the rules. That's kind of like my thing. And as I'm learning to do it, I just hope that you guys give me the grace and patience because, I don't know, I'm one of you guys. But yeah, I guess hopefully that clears up a lot of stuff. I know I'm a yapper, and the thought of putting this on YouTube and then making you guys all go there, it just felt like a lot of work. But yeah, I hope through time you guys get to know me and I get to know you, and we can create a beautiful community, especially in a post-COVID world. But yeah, that's all I had to say. So thanks if you listened.
She didn't address any of the concerned comments, didn't take any of this seriously, and pulled the whole,
this community is about love. I love the positivity of this community. Blah, blah.
It just felt so tone deaf, and honestly, this response is just very strange given the context of the situation. This is barely even a response. This is literally just a video of herself hyping herself up. Regardless of if the self-harm and animal abuse posts were fake, this is not how you respond to a very serious situation that you were created. This person has seen the comments, and this person has most likely seen the videos people are making. Again, even if they were fake. Do you seriously want people to think you're encouraging people to hurt themselves and sacrifice their pets? Like, again, regardless if any of it was true, why would you want that shit to be tied to your name, let alone be proud of it? Then came the second response video, and while it does actually address the issues, she does it in a very weird way.
Guys, we're going to be in the documentary about starting a cult soon. No, you guys are going to be in the documentary about cyberbullying a girl from rumors caused by groupthink and fearmongering. I doubt you guys are even going to watch this video too, but I'm going to get into it and air all of you out. Cult is a bad word and you should have known better. Okay, well, I didn't, and the second I did get informed, I immediately changed everything to community because that's what it's always been. And if it's common sense, then why did 150,000 people also put the little emoji in their name tag? Some of y'all can hide behind a PFP that says, not a part of this cult, don't join, and then also be in the comments pointing a finger at me. But guess what? We're on the same page, but I'm taking accountability and you're not. Gigi, you should address the alleged people, their animals, and doing other awful acts. Yeah, so I spent yesterday, like, throwing up crying the whole day, and my boyfriend and my friends were like, hey, this is, like, not cool. You never did that. Like, we're gonna find out, like, what even started all of this. Guys, we found out that the person that started their dog posted a picture of the sky on TikTok, and the caption was, Gigi Jarvis, I just sacrificed my dog for you, CWS for life, or something along those lines. Screenshot taken to Discord, hee hee ha ha. Screenshot taken back to Twitter, hee hee ha ha. And then guess what is said on TikTok in all of my comments now? It is Gigi Jarvis condones and doesn't address the fact that she is convincing her followers to kill their animals. Like, guys, Are we actually seeing images of the animals? And if yes, are we seeing images of the animal with the owner beforehand? Like, are we sure that these people aren't just getting random pictures online and trolling you guys in these Discord chats? Or are we actually even seeing the animal, like, dead or anything? Like it genuinely feels like the worst game of telephone in my life, which is hilarious. Anywho, found the person that is allegedly carving themselves. Yeah, and they posted an apology video saying, hey guys, sorry, I just posted an eyeliner pic of my arm in black and white filter with caption over it because I wanted to prove that cults were bad. I'm really sorry. Thank you to you too, because you're also ruining my life. Thank you. And I'm going to be so honest with you guys. If I found something that was actually real, I wouldn't even address it with you guys. Oh, but Gigi, why would you not tell us? Like, you need to address these things. It's the same way. Y'all are saying it's common sense. Well, how about common sense this? Police officers never post serial killers because they don't want it to inspire someone to actually do those actions. Like, I'm not about to give someone, like, negative attention and then someone else that wants attention be like, oh my god, if I do this negative act as well, I can get attention. And then it's this endless cycle of people probably doing that stuff. I don't know if you guys remember BTS. I don't follow BTS, but I remember their fandom having, like, an issue with people doing that stuff to get the attention of members, you know? I'll do my best to help. That's all I can promise. I will do my best, but you guys just have to trust that, like, sometimes I will be doing things behind the scenes. And for the ex-cult members that have come up, I know I'm, like, frustrated right now, so I'm talking fast, but genuinely, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, and I wouldn't wish anything that has happened to you onto my, like, worst enemy. And that being said, let me know who these people are. There is a real organization out there, real people out there hurting you. Please let me know. I'm sorry, like, I know I'm, like, frustrated and agitated and stuff, but, like, genuinely, I know it's, like, make an anonymous account, send out a name, an organization, where they meet up, and then I will look into it, or maybe some authorities will look into it. There is people here that will support you. There is everyone that is against what I am, which sounds like the whole internet right now. They will support you. They will help you find these people that are hurting you. Please talk about it. I know that's a hard ask, and I know it's, like... Congrats if you made it this far, because I don't think anyone actually watches this, but there's people now on my Instagram in my comment sections telling photographers I work with that I groom kids online. Y'all are insane. Y'all are insane, and it's disgusting. I've worked with kids most of my life. I know better than to be on a one-on-one situation with them. That's the reason I don't join any of y'all's little Discords. Like, I'm gonna let y'all do you. I'm gonna let you do you, okay? I'm gonna sit this one out. You're telling people I work with that I groom kids. Where is your evidence? You guys are trying to ruin my life over rumors that you're starting. You're starting a group psychosis with the entity. No, I was trying to make a drawing prompt for the artists that I know follow me that I can, like, repost their work, you know? And I set it up in a D&D kind of way where it's like, you and your group wake up in the middle of the night. But y'all don't watch my videos. Y'all just read the thumbnail and run with it. Yeah. And then as for the people that are saying, like, took her long enough, it only took her the backlash to respond. Mind you, like I said, it wasn't until y'all blew up my first video. I literally had, like, 10 followers a week ago. This hasn't even been a week, guys. And so, no, it hasn't been, like, now. It's only after she got the backlash. The backlash has been a 24-hour event. Yeah. And to end it all, if your goal right now, I appreciate y'all trying to be standing for justice, to be righteous and activist right now in all of this. If your goal is to, I'm going to stop this girl, Gigi Jarvis, before she starts something evil, I just ask you, what evidence do you have of me starting something horrible and evil? And why not actually stop the bigger evil? Anywho, to top it all off, thanks for watching. I wouldn't wish what has happened to me to anyone else. I genuinely don't think I would have ended this well if I didn't have such a supportive in real life community. If the people that I work with or the people that I hang out with didn't know that, like, I was actually a kind, good person. I know you guys don't know me. It's been 5 days. It's been 5 days. It's hard to be actually supported by random people online if they don't know a single thing about you, you know? So yeah, obviously the whole internet is gonna hate me. I don't know. I just feel like there's different things that we could be upset about, different ways to go about it. And that, yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, it's just upsetting. It's upsetting. Yeah, but, you know, who cares? I'm just a random girl.
Okay, I get it. She's a young person who blew up out of nowhere and probably isn't used to social media fame. But this isn't just social media related. It's not like this was a cute, fun dance video that randomly blew up. She said she was starting a cult. Can we just remember that this person is an adult? And the majority of people participating in this were clearly minors. I mean, if you as an adult don't know that cults are bad, that's a whole other issue entirely. But regardless if it was initially a fun little bit, she just kept going and interacting with people who got in on it too. And she's still going and even trying to spread this to real life, not just online.
Hey guys, if we had an accessory so we could spot out other people from our community out in public, what should it be? Like, is it a pin, a bracelet, a sock, and also is it a certain color scheme? Whoever has an idea with the most amount of likes will be talked about in tomorrow's video, so let me know.
Instead of her just saying, okay, yeah, this was in poor taste and tone deaf, I'ma stop, she deflects, saying that she wants to form a positive community, which is fine. But like, she just called it a cult straight up, and only abandoned the word cult when she started getting heat for it. I guarantee if she didn't use the word cult, none of this would have happened. Like, she could have just used club or group or something, or even community like she's trying to do now. But the fact that she started it as a cult, and is now trying to rebrand only after getting heat for it will rightfully make people suspicious. She did later release another statement, classic notes apology, which I think is way better and more grounded than the other two, and she actually does own up and apologize. But again, the fact it went on for so long, like she gave the cult a name and basically encouraged people to get in on this bullshit. This went on for multiple videos. It had to have stopped being a funny bit at some point. Honestly, even now, I don't think she actually sees anything wrong with what she did. As someone who has lost friends to quote-unquote online cults, this is literally how a lot of the shit starts. And again, I'm saying cults very loosely because these aren't real cults, it's just people being edgy and using the word to seem cool and mysterious or whatever. A real cult wouldn't even want to call themselves a cult, or be associated with cults. That's the whole point. Now, I'm not saying Children of the Star People, or whatever it was called, is as harmful as these other online cults who have actually done real damage to people, and I'm in no way of accusing Gigi of ever having malicious intent, but I noticed extremely similar patterns in the way this entire situation was handled. Like, from starting a cult as a fun, quirky thing, and then getting a huge following of, let me emphasize, again, young teenagers, then defending yourself and saying it's just an inclusive community where people can be themselves, along with just the tone-deaf and odd responses to the backlash. Like, have we not learned? While Gigi may not have had the intention to make something genuinely harmful, with the amount of traction her cult has gotten, all it takes is just one edgy teenager with too much free time to take this one thing and actually create something harmful. Especially now, since Gigi is trying to rebrand into a community and ditch the whole cult thing. Like, this stuff has happened before. The patterns are literally right there. I'm not gonna name names, but if you know, you know. I don't know what it is about fake cults that make people so excited, but like, something else that I found, which I think is really disturbing, if this is true, there are claims of Gigi allegedly having a sociology degree. I even found these LinkedIn screenshots that show Gigi's alleged education history, proving that she allegedly studied sociology. These two courses specifically standing out to me. I don't know if this claim is true, or if these screenshots are from Gigi's real LinkedIn page. For all I know, this could be fake just to slander her further and spread more misinformation. However, I couldn't find anyone disproving these screenshots, and Gigi herself has not spoken up about this at the time of me making this video. But if this is real, then that means Gigi is an adult. An adult who made a community of, again, minors, calling it a cult while allegedly having a sociology degree. There was no way she did not allegedly learn about cults during her studies, or at least the effects of them. Unless she just didn't pay attention at all and got through with ChatGPT. But with her strange, defensive, deflective responses amidst all of the backlash, the fact that she allegedly has a sociology degree should make everybody concerned. Also, apparently this isn't the first time Gigi quote-unquote joked about starting a cult, because this video was posted like last month before her cult series, which is still up on her profile, by the way, at the time I'm making this. So yeah, this is extremely weird. And on an even earlier video of hers, I found this comment that she replied to. Like, holy shit, regardless of if she has malicious intent, she has a weird obsession with cults. It's just so weird to me. Like, is this not strange to anyone else, or am I just a tinfoil hat freak who can't understand jokes? Like, it gets to a certain point where someone jokes about something like this too much, where it stops becoming a joke, especially if they actually act on it. The most concerning thing about this is she still has defenders, people who are still a part of her community defending her actions. But the thing is, the people defending her are most likely minors who genuinely just don't understand that what Gigi is doing is just not appropriate. Like, regardless if it wasn't supposed to be a harmful thing, her behavior and actions are just odd. Like, ma'am, regardless of if you actually have a sociology degree, you are an adult. This is not appropriate online behavior at all. This is probably just me projecting after my experience in dealing with edgy quote-unquote cult members, but the way Gigi just talks in these videos, like, it really creeps me out. I don't know, it just gives me really bad vibes. Maybe it's the creepy music, maybe she was just playing a character and doing a bit, but if she was doing a damn good job at it because she literally scares me. Regarding all of the hate mail and death threats Gigi has been receiving, none of that is okay at all in any way, shape, or form, obviously. Regardless of if she is a weirdo or not, death threats and harassment literally do not help any situation at all and just turns it into a spectacle, and it's not okay. I'm highly against any type of harassment and cyberbullying under any circumstance. It's uncalled for and is literally so immature. Like, I get that hate comes with going viral and having a large social media presence, but that just goes to show that not everybody can handle having a presence on social media. Not everyone can deal with that type of stuff, especially considering how quickly Gigi went viral. I mean, if she wants to be an influencer and have a platform, then I mean, yeah, who's stopping her? But hopefully she just stops with the fucking star people cult children and does something else with their platform. Like, she can spread positivity without trying to make a whole group about it. That's what a fan base is for. Okay, let's be real about this. Do I think Gigi is intentionally trying to harm people or has malicious intent? I'm gonna be optimistic here. I think she's just kind of dumb and got a high off of going viral. While yes, she is an adult and should know better, she's obviously still a young person living in the age of social media. Going viral on TikTok is basically like winning the lottery now. I don't think that she ever intended for people to start saying they were harming themselves or sacrificing their dogs or something. Well, yes, the fact that she did all of this while allegedly having a sociology degree does ring a few alarm bells. I honestly just think this person is perpetually stuck in 2020. Like, I don't think she ever grew out of that phase. I mean, she did say she was an anime TikToker, so I think that explains it. In reality, the huge sudden influx of views and followers probably just got to her head. But again, that's me trying to be reasonable and optimistic. At the time of me making this video, there has been no further allegations or actual updates to the situation. For all I know, this could age horribly. My main issue with Gigi, and the reason for me even making this video, is the fact that there are genuinely harmful patterns that I'm seeing. Gigi has formed a community of minors that are obviously in a bad place in their lives, and thinking that joining something called a cult will give them a sense of community, or concerningly, make themselves feel powerful. Labeling something like this using a word like cult can have very bad connotations, if not very bad consequences. Again, this has happened. Hopefully it doesn't end up that way, but the patterns are undeniable. But I don't know, guys. That's just my 2 cents on it as someone who has seen and known people who have gotten sucked into these edgy online cults. Hopefully she realizes the whole thing was just tone deaf and drops it, but only time can tell. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It'll really help me out. Also, as always, I have commissions open, so if that interests you, you can check out the info on my socials. Bye!